stoplight paint from a Volvo sedan. I was sitting at a stoplight and got hit. Felt it, or I didn't even really feel it, I heard it. And so I just got out of the truck, looked, said, I'm okay if you are. She had a lot more damage to her car than I had in my truck. Alright, here we have an old Amana 80% furnace from early 90s, I believe, I'm not sure. But I don't know because I'm not messing with the furnace. I am actually here to, believe it or not, change the coil. You see the return across the top here. Well, whoever did this job originally put the coil in on the side. And I didn't open this up, somebody else did. If this was a normal job, we would be probably replacing the furnace and the whole system, coil included. But this is not a normal job. Unfortunately for the homeowner, they're closing in 19 days. So they got 19 days to live here, and the drain pan is rusted. So it started leaking the other day, and they've got a water alarm down there, and it started going off, or otherwise he wouldn't have even known, and the basement would have been flooded. So anyway, so that's what we're here to do, is we're going to put a new coil in for them, and I'm going to rework a lot of this sheet metal. And that duct there, that duct right there may have to go to up there, so I have room for the new coil, because the new coil is going to be, I don't know, 30 inches, but we'll see what comes up. So anyway, so the another company come out here this weekend when he heard the alarm go off down there, and they just wanted to sell him a whole new system, and he was like, but I'm moving in 19 days. I already have a house up in another town. House is, you know, under contract. So, and then, so buddy gave my number, and here I am, fixing to fit this thing in place. So I've got the unit pumped down already outside. I'm gonna cut the lines loose, pull it out, go get the new coil off the truck, and go on. Anyway, the water dripping there, I don't know if you can see it, but it came from the pump. I hit the pump, my hand slid down, hit the pump, and it went off, so it is now unplugged. I about got, it was like standing in the rain. Alright, so we're out here at the truck, and so you can see it's kind of dirty on the inside. It's not as dirty as what I've seen, but there's definitely a hole right there. Little pinhole right there. One right there. There's one right there. So it's definitely got some holes in it. So it was time to be changed. And we'll look at the heat exchanger in a second. Make sure it doesn't have any cracks in it, since we got it wide open. Alright, so there's a heat exchanger, and I've already looked and made sure there wasn't any cracks down in them, and it looks good, which didn't really surprise me. I know that Goodman has one of these old furnaces, one of these old Amana furnaces at the plant in Houston that's got way over, maybe it's Tennessee, but one of the two, that in one of their plants, they have one that's got way over 1 million fires. So this one is definitely good. So anyway, now that's what I got to work with, my opening. I've already pulled that front panel off. Another, like I said, another company had opened that up. But I'm gonna, there's my new coil. I'm gonna leave the case here actually for when the new homeowners decide they want to change the system out, they'll have the case to they'll be able to use it with the coil. So anyway, there you go. I'm gonna get started, take some measurements, and figure out how much of that up there I've got to cut. Right there. It's in the spotlight. So we'll figure it out. Alright, so I've changed my mind a little bit of what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is this coil comes with tracks at the bottom. You see right here. So what I did is I pulled the track out, and actually I screwed the track to the bottom plate there. See, used to this track right here, used to screw to here at the bottom on the coil, so screw holes. And so, but what I've done is I took them and I turned them around, and I screwed them actually to the bottom plate with the insulation. What I'm going to do with that is I'm going to actually take it into the coil and do it like that. Set it in there like that, so the coil actually has something, it's more rigid other than just setting in there in place. So now it's got a little screw hole in the back there. Get it out here where you can see it. Got a little screw hole right there. What I'll do is I'll set that in there like that, and then drill it to the back there. And then all I gotta do is just build a little sheet metal, just a little sheet metal piece that goes all the way up, and I'll be able to use. Let's put this other one in there. So there you go. So it's gonna kind of fit like that, and I'll be able to use the door of the case, or the two doors that come with the case. And then the coil will be able to slide on those rails like it did originally, and so it'll actually look like, by the time I get done, it'll look like the coil is protruding from this, but it's really not. So anyway, but yeah, so sometimes you get out to these jobs, you gotta kind of figure out what you're gonna do, especially when you gotta put a square peg into a round hole. Alright, so I've got the little brackets in place, and now what I got to do is measure and see how far apart they need to be in there. So, see, this drain pan has slots in it, and so what I got to do is I got to measure the drain pan, see from here to here, to see how far it is, so I can go up there and space them apart. So I think, let's see, we'll measure from there to there. I got 16 inches. Let's give a little more. So about 16 and a quarter should get us. You know what? We're going to go with 16 and a half. So we're going to measure 16 and a half over there, get everything in place, and then do a test fit on the coil. Alright, so I got the front part drilled in place. There's a screw back there. You probably can't see it, but where my fingertip is there, that's the screw. The screw on that side. I didn't have to do any measuring because this coil comes with this bottom piece, and as long as the little slot right there, that slot over there, lines up with the screw holes, then we're good. So now all I need to do is just measure from here to the ductwork, so I can go back here and get the measurement and screw it in place. And then the track will be in, we'll do a test fit, and we'll go on. Alright, so we got the coil in place, got the level there. You can see that it is level. Let's see if you can get a better shot of it. But anyway, it's level, and there's a coil sitting there. And now I just got to do the sheet metal work. I'm probably going to cut that hole out. I'm going to be doing metal anyway, so why not? But we'll get started on that. The only thing that I do have to do here is I got to pull the coil back out, and see there's a little gap right there under the coil, and air will come from the blower. See that gap there? And we'll go under. Same thing on that side, go under and then up. And that's just air you want. That's just air that bypasses the coil. So we're gonna build a little sheet metal piece, a little sheet metal bracket to put in its place, cover that all up, so we won't have that problem. Alright, so I've got my little brackets there in place. Coil's gonna set on, and then now I'm going to cut that out and then make my pieces. Slide my coil in, make my pieces, and then we will be off and running. Alright, so that's what's left of my case. And what I'm going to do is this part right here, the top part, is I'm actually going to make use of that top part. And I've got everything together, but I'm going to take it all apart here in a second and show you what I've done actually. But that was just a test fit. So I'm going to use that top part of the case that Goodman sent and put it right here. And then what I'll do is I'm going to take this apart and I'm actually going to raise it up. So I'm still going to use that hole right there, part of it, and then make another hole. So that way everything's all good to go. So like I said, I'm going to use that top part. It's there, it's rigid, and it's already got the hole in it for the coil door, instead of making a new piece, which I was going to do, but I decided against it. So there you go. Alright, so the door is in place. I went ahead and patched that all up there because I'm going to put it under this duct run right here. And so now everything's all fitted up. So I'm going to pull the door back off. I'm going to seal it all up, get the wrap pulled around, get that fixed, and then I'll braid in my line set. And alright, so I got it all taped up, wrapped up, and thank God for the tubing bender. What a pain that was, that 7/8. So, but the tubing bender made short work of it, and so it's pretty much done. I just got to cut that duct in right there. I'll put it up there. This little trunk line. It used to come off the top, above that door there, right there somewhere, and just didn't have enough room to put it back, so I'm going to put it up there in that trunk line. And then just pretty much starting it up, checking the freon. That's pretty much it. Put my sticker on it. But the mess that was here, that sure looks a lot better. And like I said, I'm gonna leave that case, so when they do put a system in, they'll have the case. So that is it. Thanks for watching.